Hey guys, Omni here. We are back for episode 9 of season 1 of House of the Dragon. This is the penultimate episode of the season, and with the way the last episode ended, I have to imagine that things are just going to explode. We had a moment. We had a little bit of a reprieve, a little bit of a moment where it seemed like maybe things could start to mend and heal at the dinner table, but with the adults, with Rhaenyra and Alicent at the behest of this rousing speech of just humanity pouring from Viserys in his final plea to have his family come together as a family. Even though the kids were being little dirtbags, kids are going to be kids, they're going to be like that. But at least, like, where the tensions lie, there was a hope, there was a glimmer that we might be able to bury that. But of course, before he breathed his dying breath, he said the wrong thing to the wrong person, and he just lit the fuse to the powder keg all over again, and then he died. Viserys is a tale of just woe and tragedy, man. Oh my lord. Dude's cursed. Anyway, that said, I really want to see how this goes, so we're going to hop in. So if you want to see the full-length reaction to this or any of the previous episodes, you can check those out and watch along format over on our Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, it gives you access as well. You'll see everyone footage with a time code, see my reaction to the entire episode. You get the same thing for all the other shows we cover here on the channel. You also get to suggest and vote on what movies to react to each month. Go monthly Q&As, behind-the-scenes footage, try to make it worth your while since you're going out of your way to support the channel. But of course, I know not we can do that, and a simple way you can help us out is just by liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing these videos, because it really does go a long way with helping the channel grow here on YouTube. And we're almost at 40K. I'm hoping we can get there by the end of the year. So if you're not subscribed already, I hope you enjoy the reaction, and maybe you'll stick around because we've got plenty of stuff coming your way. I'm trying to have a little bit of a variety of content for everybody, but you never know. With that said, guys, let's go ahead and hop into episode 9. Here we go. Oh, we got a new transition now. Yeah, man, I was wondering like how this was going to go when plays started to get made.
He told me you wish for Aegon to be king.
God damn it. I know we wouldn't have a show if that didn't happen. But like, man, it's so fucking frustrating.
What is it that could not await an hour? Was Dawn invaded?
The king is dead.
Feel like a jackass now.
We grieve for Viserys the Peaceful.
Viserys the Peaceful.
Then we may proceed now with the full assurance of his blessing on our long-laid plans.
Yes, there is much to be done as we've...
Great.
Let ravens be sent to our allies, Riverrun and Highgarden.
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning secretly to install my son without me?
My queen.
Ooh.
Hundreds of lords and landed knights swore fealty to the
That was
princess.
some 20 years ago. Most of them now dead.
You heard the Lord Hand, plot or no. The king changed his mind.
With no proof of such thing.
It is treason, at the least.
Mind
It is...
your tongue, Lyman.
The king was well last night, by all accounts.
Oh God, look who's right behind him. That doesn't make me happy. That doesn't make me feel good.
I care not. I will have no part.
Oh! Kristen, you fuck!
Throw down your sword and remove your cloak, Sir Kristen.
Oh! What is with this dude, man?
I will not suffer insults to her grace the queen.
There was no insult to me, Sir Chris. You put aside your blade.
Dude, Kristen went full psychopath after the whole rejection from Rhaenyra.
The former heir cannot, of course, be allowed to remain free and draw support to her claim.
She'll never bend the knee. Nor will Daemon, which you know. You plan to kill them.
The king wouldn't wish for any
But the king did not wish for the murder of his daughter. He loved her. I will not have you deny this.
And yet...
One more word and I'll have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
I'd send them all to the fucking wall. God.
What do you suggest, Your Grace?
Time is of the essence.
Dude, my stomach would be twisted and turning right now if I was her.
Lord Commander Westerling, take your knights to Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
He's turning in his cloak.
I recognize no authority but the king's, and until there is one, I have no place here.
It is our fate.
God damn.
Take no one else but your brother. And remove your white cloaks. None can know who you are or what you seek. Including the Queen. Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
Wow, Otto even going above his daughter now.
What is the meaning of this? God.
Are they locking up all the servants that know? What is going on? Oh my God.
You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must now pledge them to the future king.
I must confer first with my house on this matter.
You'll not leave this room without declaring your intention.
I am no oath breaker. I will not bend the knee.
Anyone else?
House Fell keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Very well.
Yeah, man, I don't like it. Oh my God.
How old are they? About 10 years, I should say. They have them grow the nails and file the teeth. Makes them more formidable. Prince Aegon spends many a night in this place.
What the fuck?
Aegon, one of many I'd wager.
Oh.
It is I, the younger brother, who studies history and philosophy. It is I who trains with the sword, who rides the largest dragon in the world. It is I who should be... His secrets are his own. He's welcome to them. I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
Gotta say, I gotta respect his game, man.
He was fleeing from the gate.
The Lord Confessor presumes.
Where were you going then with such urgency? Let the king's justice take him.
Let go of me!
You've spent many hours with the Queen of late.
There's no reason those hours cannot in the end benefit you.
God damn it. Siding with Otto is a scary fucking thing, man. Man. You can just see how much he withered just from the size of the body wrap. How frail of a man he was in the end.
And you're usurping the throne. It was my husband's dying wish. Believe it or no, it is of no consequence. Aegon will be king.
You know, anybody could just say that. That's why Robert wrote it on paper for Ned, but then it just got disregarded. Regardless. So in the end, it doesn't even fucking matter. No one believes anything in this shit, man. So skeezy.
True queen counts the cost to her people.
And yet you toil still in service to men. Your father, your husband, your son. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
Oh.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
I'll leave you with your thoughts. Ring the bell when you have an answer.
You yourself are the mysterious white worm, I take it. Or are you simply a further peel in this stinking onion?
My condolences on the passing of your king. Remember, it was me who put him there. I could have killed him. There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
I will remember.
She really made something out of herself after everything that went after the fracturing between her and Daemon, man. Gotta respect it. Gotta respect the game. The fuck?
I do regret this, friend.
Gosh, we got civil war between the Greens themselves. Alicent's working in opposition to her father in a way.
Are you going to help me? I have no wish to rule, no taste for duty. I'm not suited.
I get no argument from you. Let me go. I will find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
The Queen awaits.
Damn, man. Kinda feel bad. And it's gone. Sorry.
Well played.
None of this is a game.
And yet you treat it as one. We've relied on one another these many years, and now it is the good of the family that we both desire. Whatever our differences, our hearts remain as one.
Oh, our hearts were never one. I see that now. Rather, I've been a piece that you moved about the board.
If that is true, then I made you Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. Would you have desired it otherwise?
How could I know? I wanted whatever you impressed upon me to want.
No king has ever lived that hasn't had to forfeit the lives of a few to protect the many, though I understand your squeamishness.
Reluctance to murder is not a weakness. I have Aegon. We'll proceed now as I see fit. Criston Cole will be named Lord Commander of the King's Guard. My son will be anointed tomorrow at dawn. The whole of King's Landing must witness his ascent.
As you wish.
I don't like that as you wish.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. Along its threads travels news of all our doing. More than once it has proved advantageous to those willing to feed the weaver.
And this weaver watches me. I assume this task falls within your expertise.
If you wish it, it will be done.
Wow. Ew. All right.
With me, princess.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
I won't leave, Mélisse. If I could get to the dragon pit, then...
No, he'll expect you there, princess.
Oh, no. She's gonna get just stabbed to death in the mix of all of this noise. Oh, no. Damn, they got separated. Oh, God. It's making me nervous, man. She's gonna try to get to her dragon.
All hail his grace, Aegon!
Oh! I was like, something's gotta happen. Dude. Oh, where's she at? There she is. Ooh! 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 The drip! Dude, her dragon's fucking badass. Oh, it's not right now. You guys are gonna be fine. This is a warning. Man, the entire time, the slow lead in, the slow fucking like coronation, the slow speech, the slow drawn out like applause, every step of the way, I was like, is somebody somebody going to shoot him with an arrow out of nowhere? Is he going to slit his throat? Is one of these guards going to, like, in defiance, like, just chop his head off as he's walking down? I was like, somebody's going to fuck this up at some point during this entire ceremony. And that just kept moving along, to the point where I just stopped, like, even thinking, okay, it's just to show the whole process and the uneasiness of it and his slow acceptance of the situation. And then right when I was finally done expecting something to happen, boom, dragging through the floorboard, man. Holy shit, that was wild. That was great. Man, I love the tension throughout this entire thing, because not only do we have Rhaenyra, like, the blacks versus the greens in this coming up, but, like, there was, like, within the greens themselves, this interconflict between what Alicent wants and the chess moves that her father has been making behind her back this entire time, where she's finally become privy to it. That realization at the meeting with all the other, you know, heads of their stations or whatever, when they were having their own little council, that they had all been plotting for the king's demise behind her back and everything, the secession, how to do this, how to take out Rhaenyra no matter what without anything involving her. Like, that was a whole eye-opener to her. She was like, no, I can't let my father do this. If I'm going to do this or whatever and live and rule and let my kids rule, it's not going to be this bullshit kind of sneaky way that they've been playing this game. Like, she wants to have some kind of respect and peace made with it, because that's what she believes, at least. This did make me sympathize with her turn, with the misunderstanding that Viserys left her. She truly believes that's what he meant. And she's coming at this from a place of goodness, at least. Like, trying to approach this. She doesn't want Rhaenyra to be killed, her children to be killed. She doesn't want any of that bloodshed on her hands. Like, she's like, we can peacefully resolve this. And her father's like, fuck no. And I think knowingly, Rhaenyra, once this whole thing blows up, is going to be like, the fuck are you talking about? And is not going to be compliant with this regardless. I think Alicent is, what's the word I'm looking for here? Naively hopeful about how this might play out in Rhaenyra's sensibilities in the end. I gotta respect that she doesn't want to just go with this mindless bloodshed first. Like, that was her father's first reaction. Go kill them. We gotta just kill them now. And that's probably the right response, because there's no way this isn't going to end in more bloodshed, but like, that's still kind of fucked up when you think about it. And I do kind of sympathize a little bit with Aegon, given everything that's been going on. Like, you know, he's the firstborn son of the king, and his entire life he's been told he's not good enough, or maybe the impression upon him has been that he's never going to be king. You know, he's just kind of flaunting this life and living it and like skirting it. His value is diminished by everything else that's been going on. So he doesn't even give a shit. He never expected to be king. So he's just been doing the things he wants or whatever, while everybody else has been playing this game around him with this kind of sense of certainty that they were going to install him as king one way or the other, regardless of what was going on. And with this genuine belief that this is what Viserys wanted, Alicent can give him what he's never had now, which is maybe confidence in himself. That maybe he actually could have been destined for more. It's kind of sad in the long run, even though he is a little bit of a piece of shit. You know, he's got his own little bastards with sharpened teeth and claws fighting under the age of 10 in these children dogfight arenas. And he just goes off flaunting his wealth, flaunting his body, flaunting the station. He's doing all this shit and getting away with it because he can. At this point, because he doesn't have any value in himself, so how does he have value in anything around him? That's how I'm kind of seeing it right now. So, like, now, what kind of person is he going to be now that he believes his father wanted him to be king? He believes his mother actually believes in him, believes these things about himself that he never really believed in himself up until now. Even though his brother is definitely like, no, fuck you, I should be king. Curious to see how that pans out, because it's a very Viserys-Daemon relationship that these two kind of have. And I'm curious to see how that pans out. Because just like that, like not even like Viserys and Daemon, like even Viserys and Rhaenys, you know, she had all the qualifications you would think of to rule. Viserys doesn't want to and would probably prefer just studying his histories, like she said, in the countryside, hunting and studying and all that stuff, like Alicent said. But he ended up getting chosen. It's always like the people just getting chosen are the ones probably best for the job. So like that's a running theme throughout the entire series, one would say. But like it's a really interesting dynamic to see. I'm curious to see how that shifts his character moving forward. And I'm very curious to see how this turn of events is responded to by Rhaenyra and Daemon. I can't wait to see how that goes. But Rhaenys, like, whole thing, like, with Alicent there, her trying to, like, win her over and buy her over by going to her pride and all that. It was really interesting to see that at the end of the day, like, Rhaenys is just like, man, I'm taking my dragon and I'm getting the fuck out of here. Y'all done. I don't know. She seems to be more out on her own. So I'm very curious to see if she's going to be a malleable player, if she'll be a third party. I don't know. I really don't know. But seeing Alicent play these games against her father was really interesting, and be able to win up on two fronts. You know, she got to he might have got to Aegon first, but she got Aegon. Then, not only that, her and Larys took out that network of spies. And I'm wondering, I can't remember her name, but the woman in charge of it all, you know, Daemon's old companion, did she die in that fire? Or was that just her network taken out? They did say they got to chop the head off the queen and the flies will scatter. The worker bees will run away, or whatever the expression was that Larys used on his I think it's interesting that it is ironic he's got a foot fetish, considering his condition. And then he's just like, okay, part of our deal is you give me the information. I'll let you look at my feet while you jerk it in my room. That was a little fucking weird. Out of nowhere. Didn't see that coming at all. Thank God we didn't see that coming either. But like, that was an interesting turn. I didn't think that would be what that situation or relationship would involve. But yeah, that gave her 2 1-ups over her father in that way. And it's, oh man, it's interesting to see Alicent take this turn, but I get where she's coming from. Even as misguided as it is, it's a misunderstanding. I can't truly fault her for that. It's more on Viserys. And it's not truly on Viserys because he was just dissociated at that point. He didn't know left from right. So it's just fucking poor timing and everything. And honestly, I feel like Alicent would love deep down to just be free of all of this. But she's trying to do this for her children, what she thinks is right or what her duty tells her to do, and who knows what other excuses there are. They've made her very well-rounded by this point. You know, she's had her trials and tribulations, her peaks and valleys, but like I even though I gotta say, I'm still team Black here, but like I gotta like how they rounded out her journey. Like, I'm not faulting her right now for the choices she's making, because it's not really her fault that she's come to these conclusions. It's just an unfortunate circumstance that she's found herself in that is going to lead to a lot of bloodshed. And then Kristen, man, dude is just fucking unchained. Like, what the fuck? This dude's just talking all this stuff about backing Viserys, knowing Viserys and all that, and he just like chucks this old man's face into the table and just one shot killed the dude. And then wanted to go 1v1 against the fucking captain of the Kingsguard, commander of the Kingsguard, whatever. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Chill, goddamn. Dude is just horny for bloodshed anymore. God. Anyway, this is a wild episode. I can't wait to see where it goes. What did you all think? How do you all feel about the shades of gray in all these characters? Do you feel the sympathy? Do you feel the understanding? Let me know your thoughts, how you're feeling on the whole turn of events, the outcome right now as it's played out. Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join us in our Discord. We can talk about it there as well. Links to that on my social description box below. Follow me in each and every one of those. If you want to see the full length reaction, remember it's on Patreon, or if you become a member of the channel, gets you access as well. And speaking of, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends: Manny Share, Philly Vane, Yori, Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Melito, Robert Angriano, Raven McCann, Status Alive, Jeffrey Hale, and M. Sephiroth. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. But that's it for this episode, guys, and see you all next week for the finale. Take care, everybody.